What do Zed, Hans Zimmer, and Vivaldi all have in common? They all use vocal choirs. One voice alone can carry a tune, but multiple voices can create dense, evocative tapestries. The oldest undisputed examples of vocal choirs dated back to ancient Greece, but it is plausible that they have existed in some form since the dawn of humankind. From the works of Vivaldi and Bach, to modern ambient and electronic artists like Nils Frahm, John Hopkins, and film composers like Hans Zimmer. Vocal choirs have always been and continue to be an incredible way to present harmony. In a choir, each section, soprano, alto, tenor, and bass, will sing a different note to create a chord. Soprano is the highest voice in terms of pitch, usually between C4 and C6. Alto is the second highest between F3 and F5. Tenor is the second lowest between C3 and C5. And finally we have bass, the lowest, sitting between E2 and E4. So, let's talk about some vocal harmony techniques. Melodic harmony is a harmony line that follows the melody's rhythm and shape, but with different pitches. It's the most common technique in pop and gospel. Harmonic counterpoint is where vocal lines move independently like a musical conversation. You'll find it in everything from Bach's fugues to the layered choral builds in post-rock and ambient. Finally, chordal harmony. This is where choirs traditionally shine, stacking notes to form full, rich chords that support a melody. And of course, all of these techniques are shaped by rhythm, pitch, amplitude, and whether the intervals are consonant or dissonant. So where are choirs showing up today, I hear you ask? Yes, you, sitting there. You'll find choirs in film scores very commonly. Think immersive choir textures. They're cinematic, emotional, and often spine-tingling. In electronic and ambient music, like that of One O Tricks Point Never, choir textures are often processed, looped, or stretched to build immersive soundscapes. Even in trap, hip-hop, and experimental electronic music, choral textures are still the order of the day, whether they're sampled or synthetic. So whilst most modern producers might not be calling up their local 40-person choir, the techniques that they use, like interval stacking, harmonic theory, and dynamic control, are still very much relevant today. And with tools like Bloom Vocal Choir, you can carry the choral tradition of music that spans centuries into the future, one layered phrase at a time. On the main page, you'll see all of our core controls, and next to this lovely dynamic animation, you'll see our macro controls. We have speaker, phaser, dust, and ascend. I love the cinematic and film score type vibe from this preset. As with all the Bloom instruments, the white keys are used to trigger individual samples. And for the seasoned Bloom fans out there, you'll know the black keys on the second octave let you launch sequences. While the black keys in the first octave give you control over playback properties like speed, pitch, and reverse. All the sequences we play here are synced to the DAW's tempo. And we can also use the bank selector to load up vocal samples or entire banks onto the keyboard. Importing your own samples is a breeze. Just drag in any vocal one-shot or loop and you're good to go. In the bottom right corner of the main page, we can click to open up more effects. We have a doubler, delay, reverb, low cut, and high cut here. On the edit page, you can fine-tune your samples, edit your phrases, and apply effects. Clicking on any of the 14 loaded samples opens up options to adjust playback settings, start and end points, and more. In the sequencer, you can create patterns using the 14 loaded samples and modulate your effects. You can also modulate effects within your sequences to add more variation and depth. There are preset modulation paths for quick adjustments to pitch, velocity, filtering, and effects.